Yo, guys, welcome back to another YouTube live stream. It's me, mrjayowhy. Hope you're having an awesome day. How are we doing today on Wednesday? Is it Wednesday's day? Midway through the week. Hope you're having a good week. Hope you're achieving all your goals and succeeding. Succeeding, chats. Right, wait, what was I doing? Ah, and that's it. Check my stream. Notify the Discord. All that good stuff. Right. Who's in here first? Who's got in here first? Who's the first chatter today? Or not necessarily. Sometimes it appears differently on different platforms. Octane, how's it going? Tiny, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. The Dark Harvester, which should be leaving soon, judging by the. I'm only presuming that, by the way, because of the teaser we got from the the telecommunication between the Seven and the Visitor and stuff like that. So the Dark Harvester should be leaving in after. I should have probably said tomorrow's update as the title, but after that, the Dark Harvester should be leaving again to grab the other Zero Shard. So should be leaving. Dark Harvester is leaving, but the Cube Creator is coming. Hi, Mad Shadow. It's clickbait to get people to watch. It's not clickbait. It's happening at some point. The title's clearly soon. And to be fair, the first bit that people are going to see is Are Epic in Trouble. And the Dark Harvester is leaving. Probably won't even show up on most people's thing. So why is Epic in trouble? Well, we're going to discuss that. That isn't clickbait. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into that. Why Epic in trouble? Well, I don't think they're in trouble, but obviously the leakers obviously had a slow news day, so apparently. Thoughts on Nikkei 30 giant foundation thumbnail? Games to game. Game is game, mate. Game recognises game. Look, it is what it is. I do get it. I do get it to some extent. I don't mind that being used as a thumbnail to some extent. You know, you're slightly theorising what could happen. It's when, you know, I feel like you shouldn't be saying now. Like, the title isn't now, is it? Dark Harvester leaving soon, which is correct. Some people might argue, well, it's not leaving today. Why don't you title it something different? Fair point. You know what? Fair point. I wouldn't argue with that. Is the iceberg swimming again? I don't think so. Probably after tomorrow's update. Dude has going to collect the third piece of the 0 point. Yeah, so that's where he's going, and then obviously he will. So after March 7th, so where are we? March 4th now. March 7th. It's gonna pick up. Chat, thanks for the likes. If you are enjoying the content, make sure to hit the like button. Oh, shut up! Shut up! You won't believe who's just tweeted 38 minutes ago. Shut up. They knew what they were doing. I talked about this on stream the other day, and I said, I think they know what they're doing. They're just going to do it until the date hits. They manipulated the system. Game recognises game. We're talking about clickbait. Fortnite Progress has finally tweeted. I was like, have you remembered your password? Oops, joke aside, the post was scheduled based on initial season schedule before it was extended. We fix. You knew that this whole time. You played on it. Don't be so naive. Don't be so naive. Don't be. You think I was born yesterday? I remember us talking about this the other day. I'm pretty sure we went. They're probably doing it as a meme because it's a bit of a meme now, and they got to commit to it. You missed the visitor event twice? Oh, what? Oh no, chat, that's not why Epic are in trouble. Did I not bookmark the tweet? All gamers, I'm doing very well. How are you? Do you think we will see the reveal of the new foundation at any point this season? No, it'll be next season. I mean, we could have teasers to next season where it could be revealed, but not in-game. The Dark Voyager returned with a huge chunk of the 0 point just to go and get the smallest shard next. Yeah, would you not do the hardest bits first? If you had like a list of things to do, would you not try and do the hard things first? I feel like that's what I would do. I don't know. I hope the loading screen isn't exclusive. Watch Dark Horse leave unexpectedly tomorrow with no announcement time like the visitor reality. To be fair, I feel like the Dark Horse event is a little different. It's still got to form the portal before it goes through now. So I don't think it will leave unexpectedly. If it does what it did before, essentially. I don't know. Right, so are Epic Games in trouble? This tweet or this story. I don't know, we'll get into it and discuss, I guess, the ins and outs. Hi, welcome to the stream. An Epic employee did announce they would announce mini events, so maybe they will announce the Dark Halves are leaving. Hopefully. So are Epic Games in trouble? This isn't the first time this situation has revealed itself, but what Shinner is saying here via the Financial Times, the White House is reportedly debating whether Tencent should be allowed to maintain stakes in video game companies like Epic Games and Riot Games. Tencent is said to hold a 35% stake in Epic Games. Now, for those of you who are unaware, obviously Epic Games has investors, PlayStation, Disney, but one of the largest shareholders... Give me 2 seconds. That music threw me off. Slightly threw me off, chat. One of the largest investors is Tencent. And they are a Chinese company, which obviously was a thing a few months ago with the whole TikTok scenario. Now, TikTok, I think, had to sell or create an American arm where obviously everything there is run internally. But this has actually been the case before, back when we had the whole TikTok thing, that Tim Sweeney has actually already said something about this in 2019. So obviously it all revolves around data protection and America's view that they feel the data is sensitive and they don't obviously want China to see that. Which is not the case anyway in terms of Epic Games. So I actually jumped on Twitter and have had Slow News Day back to this again, which the story could have come out again, I suppose, because the White House may be looking into it now. I have no idea. I think I've got a few bigger fish to fry. But anyway, Tim Sweeney actually said this in 2019 because what they're worried about is if the companies Tencent owns can be influenced by Tencent, essentially, and dictate information to these American companies. That's what they're worried about. But Tim Sweeney said, I'm the controlling shareholder in Epic Games and have been since 1991. We have a number of outside investors now. Tencent is the largest. All of Epic investors are friends and partners. None can dictate decisions to Epic. None have access to Epic Games customer ID. That's why it all revolves around the Epic customer data. Our data, what is in the game, in the files. And to my knowledge, he's even said something quite late in 2019, but I couldn't find him tweets for some reason. But yeah, they do not have any say to the day-to-day running. I mean, as investors, they are allowed to come to the investors' shareholder meetings, which I think there's another tweet, if I can find it. No, that's one of the different... I've lost that tweet. But essentially, you know, they can go to shareholder meetings, have some input about what Epic plans to do, probably involving the metaverse, but in day-to-day running, access to data, they're obviously not going to have that. Tim Sweeney is in full control. All decisions are in-house and by the CEO. Which he has already sort of said here. Is this going to work in terms of like... Can I not be so big? Okay, can. All of Epic's big decisions are made here in the US, and as CEO, I'm 100% responsible for them. I'm grateful for anyone who has spoken in support. I also really respectfully consider all arguments of the fact and principle. Just please keep it real. Obviously, he hasn't said anything on this recently because it hasn't been brought up. I feel like he said something a couple years ago when this got brought up when TikTok thing went through, but since then, I don't think we need to say anything on it again. Now, it's a different decision about Riot Games, who are owned 100% by Tencent. So they obviously have some governance over that company. When when they don't with Epic Games, that is Tim Sweeney's department. Could be deployed on the 7th of March, I think. Something like that. Something deployed, which could be him leaving. It returns, is then the next day. So could leave 7th, back the 8th. And then the 0 point is down on the 9th. If you interpret him by that message. Maybe start making them actually try if they go broke. If Tencent pulls, they won't go broke. That's not really how it works. Audience deployed is the 7th. You know what? That makes more sense. I only said that because that's what people were telling me, but I actually said deployed makes no sense if the Dark Voyager ship is leaving. So maybe it leaves before that and then it returns on the 8th. I'm not going to deny that. Audience deploy makes no sense for... from a perspective of the 7, saying that about the Dark Voyager ship leaving makes no sense. So actually, you're not the first person I've seen said about if Tencent just happens to be kicked out because they have to, and they pass a law in one of the houses, I don't know, they decide they have to sell their stake, they will just sell their stake and someone else will buy it. Or Epic Games themselves will buy it. But 35% is a lot of money. It's like $1 billion. But I don't think, in terms of Epic anyway, that anything will happen, or even should happen. Because I don't even have any... I don't think they have voting shares. Voting shares are slightly different to... See, that's what I remember. I'm sure he said something, Tim, about voting shares. But maybe I'm misremembering. Oh, no, he was talking about something else. Yeah, he's talking about something else, which is a bit more convoluted to understand. He was talking about some they wanted to bring in some billionaire tax. And he said every time my company value would double, he would have to sell most of his shares to pay off the thing. And then he was like, now here's why this bill is particularly horrid for American entrepreneurs. It doesn't apply to shareholders held in hedge funds, nor to corporate investors like Tencent and Sony, just to individual funders or founders who hold shares personally. So that's actually a different thing, which we'll ignore for this video because that's not important. Dark Horse should be, but he's going to have to get the other Zero Shard, which we probably leave after update day tomorrow. There's an update tomorrow. I think there's an update. Why is Epic in trouble? Why do they think it's all clickbait? I mean, I personally don't think they're in trouble. I think this is a non-issue, and it should just stay how it is. But in terms of Riot Games, I'm not too sure. But in terms of Epic Games, they have no day-to-day running of Epic Games. That's down to Tim Sweeney and his team. See, it'd be weird if they do something now. I feel like this is an old story that's somehow been picked up again because it's a slow news day. Like, all this was discussed back when the whole TikTok thing was happening. And everyone talked about Tencent's holdings and stuff like that. Because Tencent's hold a massive sort of hold on the gaming industry. I think they own Ubisoft as well, which is a French company, I believe. And they mostly own most of the biggest gaming corporations. Is at least got Tencent's backing in some capacity. Or it's something, they don't own Ubisoft, they own a share of Ubisoft. But yeah, I don't think... I ate my words, obviously, maybe, I don't know. But I don't think Tencent will be releasing their stake of Epic Games. Epic should be fine, honestly, plus the deal would be far less than TikTok. I mean, yeah, but I still don't think... I just think it should go on how it is. I don't even have any data... We've already gone through the tweets that Tim Sweeney said back in 2019 when this whole thing sort of came up in the first place. And he was like, essentially... Oh, where are they? So I could go through my whole tweets that I said on this because maybe my thoughts are a bit clean in there. So I'm controlling the shareholder of Epic Games and have been since 1991. We have a number of outside investors now. Tencent is the largest. This was actually before Sony put in more money and Disney. This is back in 2019, so before them. All the Epic investors are friends and partners. None can dictate decisions to Epic. None have access to Epic customer data. Of course, I'm not aware of what company's ownership structure looks like today, but there hasn't been any news indicating that Tencent has increased its holding or decreased them. To finish, Tim has said on multiple occasions that Tencent doesn't dictate anything, and forcing a share change seems pointless and do more harm than good because Tencent's shares across gaming space has shares across the gaming space. Their hold on the industry is ridiculous. And it doesn't really sit right with me for a reason of a maybe and fear. To have them relinquish shares is just really stupid and almost a miscarriage of justice. Which might be tasty for some of you. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like it's an old story that Financial Times has picked up on because I was about to say it's a slow news day. It's really not. So there's other stuff going on at the moment. It's not a slow news day, so maybe something has come out as well. But yeah, this does keep rearing its head, and then Tim Sweeney will probably say something like, they have no day-to-day running of Epic Games. I don't care if $1 billion use its couple $1 billion or not. Yeah, but they won't use billions of dollars. That's the point. That's the point. If nothing happens, nothing happens. If anything happens, nothing really changes. It might be more hurtful if they need to find American backing. And it needs either Epic or an American company to find funding to pull into a company they don't want to pull into. Obviously, it's not like TikTok. TikTok was 100% owned by ByteDance, which was a Chinese company. That's slightly different. But still, I'm sure Epic was valued at 15 billion or something. So you're still looking. I mean, Disney invested 5% or 10%. I know it's an argued point for a billion. So you're talking 35%, 40%. I think Epic. I think actually. In essence, that's where the 5% came from, and Tencent gave to Disney or to Tim's shares. Not really too sure, but in 2019, he said 40% of shareholders are held by Tencent. We all wishing it was a slow news day. Indeed, Thunder. If they had to divest, you'd see Tim buy back some, Disney up their share, and you see other companies jump in. Yeah. Look, I get the whole thing about data, but I don't know if it sits right with me having to have. If everyone started doing that, it'd be crazy, wouldn't it? You just don't like the look of someone, you go, It's all stupid business crap. I'm just trying to think of the stupid outcomes on this. Fair enough. Like, Tencent has been an investor in Epic Games, I think, since 2012. I don't know. If you low-key saw the dark presence outside your window, what are you saying? Also, hi everyone, how's your Wednesday? It's fine. It's fine. But if I saw a dark presence outside my house, I would be slightly concerned. Would you not be slightly concerned? I think I'll be slightly concerned. Chat thinks there's 17 likes. Yeah, even the reportedly debating sounds very vague. It's like, instead of saying... See, you could post anything. I mean, Fortnite YouTubers tend to do it, to be fair. But you could, instead of saying something like a confirmation, you're saying a perhaps. It's not, the White House confirms that they have decided, it's not, it's just, that's why it makes me think it's just sort of like a bit of a throwaway story. But anyway, I guess we have to wait and see what happens with this, don't we, chat? My bet it is nothing. And Epic won't go bust. I know people were like randomly saying, oh, it's time for Epic to go. They're not, okay? Guys, fake outro for the video if I make it into the video. And this... my channel gets taken down. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching this one. Hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and until next time, it has been your boy, mrjayowhy. Till next time, bye-bye. Sorry, yo, left for a second. Yes, you'd be very concerned. You would be. Yo, what's the image? Imagine it with context, Loki. Without... Yeah, I did see a few people say, oh, I thought he was coming to Fortnite. No. 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 And no. Oh, I did not mean to hit that. Let's go. Oh. God, we are trash. Anyway, moving on from that. Whatever's going on down there. Oh, 1-1 though. They scored a 49-9-minute what? Jacob. Oh, God. I did see the lineup, but why are we playing Ramsey? Never mind. It is what it is. Moving on. Anyway, guys, if you do buy anything in the Fortnite item shop, consider using code mrjayowhy in the Fortnite item shop, mrjayowhy. Batman Beyond is back in. Has been in, I think, for the last 2 shops. I don't know. I have northern and southern influence, so I switch between scone and scone, like, most of the time. I don't know. I just say whatever. I have no idea at this point anymore which one actually doesn't play. I think most of the time I say Skono. Yeah, no, I was just... Did you not hear me just mouthing that? I was just like... I mean, it looks like they're... Without looking at the game, it seems like, what's 49 minutes of added time they scored? Got sent off in extra time? Okay, let me see the sending off. I'll tell you what I think about it. I mean, I probably should assume it was an actual sending off, though. Sorry. Google has sound effects for red cards? What am I hearing here? Oh, yeah, that's not there. Fortnite's doing me in. Anyway. What good... I was like, what's happening here? Sorry, how am I on the game right at this point? But I'm not. I'm on the internet. But if I'm in the game, just pulls me off it every time. Just yeah. You don't need to be playing the game. He got sent off for diving. Diving. Well, problem is, it's one of them decisions where you like consistency. If everyone got sent off for diving, I'd be like, yeah, well, you know, fair enough. Can't really complain, can you? But they don't. Oh my God, has anyone got this sending off? What? Can't even find it. Okay, just thingy have it. I don't even have it up. Oh, it's a second. What? Are you insane? I mean, I wouldn't say. I think that would have been a harsh penalty, but I'm like. There is enough contact if you're moving fast to go down. I don't know. I wouldn't say it's not a pen. I wouldn't say it's coming together. Just get on with the game. That's insane. Oh, well, never mind. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair. Alex Ferguson must be back in their pockets, man. He must be paying the refs again. Oh, it's 2008 all over. When did that happen? I got a real pen a minute later. I bet if I look, it's a penalty up here. Probably look at, probably not even a pen, is it? Oh well, to be fair, that makes me think. See, without going, if it's on. Like, for example, was the ref trying to, I guess, balance out his decision? You could argue that he was doing that. Oh, their goal's awful, by the way. Holy. Can we see the pen? Oh, they've just showed the pen. They haven't showed the. I haven't showed the goal. I had the. Ref has given like 6 yellow cards. 6 cards already. That goal though from them is so poor, awful, awful. I had 3 guys front post unmarked. Anthony Gordon standing there like Alanga as well, just standing there like, oh, it went in, did it? Oh no! Oh God, how did that happen? How did that one? How did that one happen? Oh, three men unmarked for near post. How? You can see why I decided not to, 1, either watch the game, or 2, go to the game. You can see why. I'm not good with football anymore. Yeah, but you don't dispute. You had 3 people unmarked front post. That's terrible. Terrible. I'd be more annoyed if he didn't score. I don't know what the marking's about. I don't get this whole. I've never got this whole zoning thing. Stupid Arsene Wenger starting that nonsense. Just man for man. Man for man. Just mark the men on the pitch. Can I? Okay. Definitely. I've realised the portal that opens for the Dark Harvester is the same portal open the Cube Queen used. It's probably using the same sort of science behind it. Chat, thanks for 20 likes. No, I'm talking about Newcastle against Man United at the moment. Oh, where's my... Bom bom. Oh. Was that gameplay audio? There you go. I did press that. I must have pressed it too heavily and it re-clicked on. Thank you. Or maybe I got it keybind and it keeps muting. Oh, hello, mate. Hello, mate. How's it going, mate? Just thought I'd pop in to say hi. Anti-Game UK, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Oh. It's funny how Octane. I get what you're saying, but obviously you're thinking of it very like, kind of like a westernized view, I suppose. Become like, this stuff just happens all the time, just may not involving us. Or kind of what's the word? Oh, is he up there? Oh, no way. No way. I don't know if that's the point as to why we haven't, or and they're not even in that anymore, are they? I thought they'd left. Am I misinformed? I might be misinformed. I might be misinformed, chat. I love being educated. I might be misinformed. I'm sure the update announcement will be in half an hour, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, the latest update I can remember being announced like 2 AM UK time. That was a while ago, to be fair. Dapper, are you watching the game? Because it doesn't look like, it looks like 10 versus 10 at the moment. Have I missed another sending off? There's so much space on this pitch. What am I seeing? I mean, space for us, that's what I mean. It's like, I don't know. To be honest, I don't know why Trump is getting involved, and well, I would argue it's not. This is more of a statement of $37. Like, definitely from the Iranian perspective that I've heard, that they seem, majority I've spoken to, seem pretty happy with him being removed. Yes, tomorrow is the final update of the season. Hopefully, it looks like it's gonna be goated. We have to wait and see, I suppose. Please poodle tomorrow, mate. If it drops, it's gonna be a mad one. Do you guys think when loopers see the event countdown and timers, they're like, oh, here we go again? Well, they should forget, shouldn't they? I mean, people outside the loop obviously will know what's going on, but obviously loopers won't. I mean, I guess loopers are just people in the loop and in the extra loop, I presume, because they're still called loopers, extra loop. So yeah. Anyway. How do map changes work? They don't really. I think it's well, you could have presumed, like, I guess the Zero Shard repairing on a Shima. Yeah, on a Shima. But I feel like in Zero War it was at least stated that some things get destroyed and they don't get repaired. But I don't know if that's been carried through. I don't think that was carried through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Interesting, chat. Must be the 5 realities, man. I'm joking. Chat, I think this was a 21 likes. Perhaps it's a teaser for the return of the 5. Well, we were talking about. You mean the Looper calendar? Well, we could presume that that wasn't our 7, and it's a 7 from an alternate reality where they're just known as the 5. No, I was just looking at that because, funny enough, that's a GeoGuessr hack or meta. I can't remember what 5 is now at the top of my head. 8 is Spain. 3 is normally Russia or Ukraine. 5 might be Bulgaria, but I can't be too sure. I can't remember, chat. Oh, I didn't mean to press that. Oops. Silly third party. What happened to the other guy? Oh, the other guy's pretty weak, so he probably sneaked out in there, if I'm being honest. I would do the same. That's what I'm trying to do here. Come fly with me. Let's fly away. Triangle zone. Ah. Chat, thanks for 21 likes. If you enjoy the content, make sure to hit the like button. I'm kind of sometimes cracked at Fortnite. I was sometimes not. Most of the time, it's probably not, though. Ooh, pretty. Pretty. What are we doing here? Absolute trio? Who's this trio? Oh, let me. Jay, whenever I'm in chat, you're not cracked because my bad luck. Yeah, fair point, actually. Can we have some minis? Minis would not go amiss at this point right now. I mean, actually, a thingy wave should hit us, shouldn't it? Thanks, Fortnite. Gotta love this game. Gotta love this game, chat. Oh! Why does it keep doing that recently? What's all the... Are they like 0 point babies or something? What's going on here? Guys, I think I'm going to visit Australia for the first time next year. Nice. Nice. That's a pen. Nice. If you open a chest at Sus Studios, you will get a mini. Sorry, I got distracted and there was literally a mini there. I never flow outside my country. What? Assuming meant flew. But yeah, no, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. Alright, oh, was there minis there? I didn't... Chat. Distraction. Smash. Smash. Chat. Thanks for the 21 likes. I would love to talk for English. What? Oh, I'm hungry now. Because I thought of a full English. Chat, what's your go-to full English? What do you want on full English? If you're going to order full English, what do you want? And what you're not having? Oh, what? Was he... Fair enough. Oh. Oh, shit. I've got... yeah, but a full English would be like an English breakfast. You call that a full English. But I know what you meant. I'm just being silly. Do you know what classifies? Sausage, bacon, eggs, beans, black pudding. What else? Potato bread counts. Like waffles. Yeah. Woo. Whoa. I've picked up some crazy speed, chat. Probably know like 30 or 40% of English words. Oh, you did pretty well. I mean, that's all you need to know, really. Hear me out. Chip shop sausage. Chip shop chips on a full English. I have heard of this phenomenon before, actually. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Like, I wouldn't even consider chips on a full English. Somehow passed my English GCSEs. Nice. Send him off, ref. Not chips, the sausages. Oh! Oh no, I have heard about people. Sorry, I must have just presumed because I have heard people say something chips from a chip shop that should be on. Maybe not full English, but I remember them saying something. I was like, what? Oh, what did they say? What was it? I was like flabbergasted. I was like, what? Okay. Oh my god, that DeLorean's in trouble. Do-do, 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 do-do. I have not had Wimpies. Alright, 7 people left, chat. Oh, that guy's angry. Oh, it's a boss. That was stupid. That was rather stupid. Oh, let me mini up. See me. I guess I'll just wait for zone formation. Oh, it's not going to be a massive change. Pretty good spot, actually, for shields. Oh, I heard someone punch a... Oh, it's someone over there. Jay, for headshots on the sniper, aim for second... No, I know now. I'm having to pre-aim when they are. How do I do that? Well, it depends how far you're away, you know? That far, or if you want to get somewhere like here, yeah, you would have to, yeah. Or if you're up close, you're aiming right at them. Oh, zone's got to move a bit, man. Where is everybody? Our zone just needs to move. Bro, I missed a blue paper and plastic card I used to get a primary school. Damn. Remember back in the day when you had no problems, no debt, no bills, no anxiety, no depression? Oh, I was 10, but it was good times, good times. So that should be one shot. I'm sorry, chat. Sorry that doesn't... Oh, man. Zone's just... I feel like at these stages, like, me as a player needs to be always moving. I feel like committing now just seems stupid, though. Like, I could go over here, might not be... But if zone's moving to a specific place, then it's like... Objectively, it's always better. But these last couple of zones are just... agony. Just agony, chat. Alright, chat, if you want to join the stream, make sure to hit the like button. We are currently on 23 likes. We find ourselves in endgame. Oh, I know it's a struggle. There's only 4 players in zone. It's just a weird zone. Oh, shall we go hunting? Alright. It's lucky I always intended to use the thing when I went out of there. I would have died, so I would have walked out to my demise. Oh, what? See, now zone's moved miles away. Look. Told you I should have waited. Okay, that's not good. That's not good. Well, wow. Just beam me. Just beam me. Gotta love it, chat. Gotta love it, chat. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, see? That's worked really well. Oh, chat, mate. It's crazy how next year I probably will finish college, and as I said that, soon my work is done, I can leave. Damn. Chat, if you do buy anything in Fortnite item shop, consider using credit code Mr. Joy in a Fortnite item shop, mrjayowhy. Thank you to everyone who used my code. I do appreciate it. I don't know if I know. Did I notify the Discord in the end? I don't know if I did. Did I? Oops. I don't know if I did. Oh, I did. My bad. No one's gonna see that though, River. My bad. My bad. Ooh. I'm a bad streamer, champ. Not notifying my Discord now I'm live. How much would it be funny if it was the original? I just wouldn't be. No one would be able to understand you. Well, unless they speak that language. I speak Arabic. Cool. I can, like... I mean, I only speak English, but I do know other language by like writing, and I can like sort of decipher some things, but I wouldn't say I'm like fluent, so I wouldn't even mention that I can like speak different languages. I can like read Korean up to a certain point, but if I knew what it meant is another thing. What's a Southwark accent? I feel like I need to have a go at something, but I'm like, no, you're. I'm Welsh, but I can't speak Welsh. Yeah, language like that, like Welsh and oh my god, singularity. Hello. Oh my god, is that? Wait, is that like a foundation pick? I want to see your pickaxe. Singularity, I want to see your pick. Is that the foundation banner? Oh, what pickaxe is that? Singularity, stop moving! Oh yeah, sick. Is that a stream? I feel like that's a stream sniper. Southwark. I feel like I get Southwark confused with another county, and now I can't be sure which one's which. But I found out where it is. I think I get Southwark confused with Shropshire, which are two. Yeah, I think I get confused with them too. I put them one way around most times. Where's it gone? Didn't realise there was someone else here. Oh, okay, it is a stream sniper. Knew it was. Hello! Okay, I don't know what happened there. GG's. Oh, it's Shadow. Fair enough. See? I picked you out now, didn't I? Game recognizes game. I bet you were like, oh, how did he spot me that quickly? Jay, a Southwark accent is a mixture of English, Texas, and Australian. Yeah, I still don't want to do it. We need a life lesson word in Jay's stream. Wait, what? What do you mean? In what terms? Send him off, Riff. 24 likes, chat. Thanks for all the likes. I appreciate it. Southwark is... I don't want to say it because I'll get confused with... Ipswich, Norwich, isn't it? See, I feel like I'm getting confused with the other county I always get them too confused with. Yes, okay. Okay, that's exactly what... Okay. Whoa! Oh. Oh, like a motivational lesson for me. Okay. I something I have been meaning to comment on is I keep hearing like. Okay, I don't know where I should start the story. You know when you hear like, I feel like actors and streamers are kind of like the same sort of body of work, isn't it? Okay, maybe not work, but in terms of like, you know, you can, if you reach the higher echelons of acting, you are, you know, in with the money. But there is such a large number of actors who would never reach the promised lands of, you know, making millions and millions of pounds a film. And the same thing with streaming. You know, you get the people who are top of streamers, top of the charts, you know, top of streaming, making millions, and then some who, you know, try and get the jobs when they come. But I feel like how they sort of communicate with one another is very different. When we get people going, I kind of get the message. Is that another stream sniper? I kind of get the message, you know. No, stay in school. Be responsible. I get it. Oh, I thought we were having fun there. He had to ruin it. Which I kind of get. But I feel like actors are kind of more like, oh, how are you finding work? Oh, you haven't got a job in a while. That sucks. But, you know, we do it for the love of the game. When it comes to streaming, every time oh, yeah, just, you know, streaming's not going to be your thing. You got to make sure you do a work. You got to make sure you do part-time. I'm like, yeah. But I feel like that's what actors do all the time. Like, I know people act, but they have to find time and this and stuff. And I'm kind of losing my thought. I'm kind of losing the argument here. But I feel like when you say, oh, I want to do streaming, everyone's like, no, can't do it, can't do this. You won't do this, you won't succeed. I feel like with actors, it's very different. It's like, oh, yeah, what are you doing? Oh, you're doing this? Okay. Oh, but I'm having to do this job as a bit of part-time thing until I find this. I feel like it's much more like, you know, patting each other on the back and, you know, because that's what you want to do. You want to act. But with streamers, it's like, oh yeah, stay in school. Which I get the statement. But at the same time, I'm like, we need a little bit more belief, don't we? You know. You know. Because it was, I heard another clip where it was like, what was it? It was just, you know, stay in school or something called this. And I'm like, I get it. But when you start thinking about business, and you start thinking about, it has anything in life. Oh, no, that's it. I remember my point now. So when you ask a big streamer, how do you become a streamer? They always say something like, oh no, stay in school. You probably won't make it, which is correct. But that's, instead of saying that, I feel like they should say something along the lines of, that has to be your decision. Anything in life will come with its own set of challenges and its own set of possibility that you probably won't make any money. If you work for a company and take the easy way, and that will be the same. But if you think about streaming or any, like, if you want to start a gardening company, if you want to start a bricklaying company, which you got to become a builder, and you know, if you want to do that self-employed, you have to go out and get work. You have to do this, and that's got to be your decision. You could take the easy way and get a paycheck at the end of the week, and you know, work for a company. But if you want to earn your own money, you have to, you know, it's like anything. So streaming is the same. You will have to make that decision by yourself if you want to be a full-time streamer or a part-time streamer. That's why I kind of like actors, because it's like, well, you do have the ones that make millions, but you also have the one that probably go into the bread line essentially. But you know, they know that's what they want to do, and you may have to do that in life as a streamer. I'm not saying you make it as a streamer because you know I haven't, but you know, I'm like, well, if I'm making money here, I'm doing this job here, I'm doing this part time. Make your life what you want to make it. You want to work for a company, have a 9 to 5, simples, yeah? If you want to, you know, make your own money, have a dream, you're going to have to weigh that up against how much savings have I got, and you haven't got any savings, you're going to have to take a risk. You might not be getting any money, you might not be eating food. Yes, I am, Harrison. Got an apprenticeship already? We finished college. Pigglewick, yeah, should be. Is it tonight or tomorrow night? I presume it's tomorrow night if it's the update. You've got to have the update, so probably tomorrow night, isn't it? Yeah, it's a bit difficult in chat with like university and college. Like, just I don't know what you meant to say because I feel like you're confusing it. In terms of trying to like make a connection between like American and US. Oh. Holy. Oh yeah, okay. GCSE should have also been a giveaway. I have a friend in my class that will leave in like 3 months. My mission is to stay in contact with him until Sonic 4 comes out. This I can't fail. We both want to. Oh, sweet. It's weird, Jay, because people in America call university college. Yes. Oh wait, is university something different though? Because they have unis, don't they, as well? Don't they? Or are they both the same thing? So I don't know. What's that say? 88. Oh, this is where it's going to go in, isn't it? This is where it's going to go in. Chat, thanks for 25 likes. I do appreciate the support on the stream. Thank you very much. What are you doing? Hold the ball, bring the ball out. Okay, lucky they. What a save, by the way. I think he might be number one going forward. Honestly, one thing I'm glad that isn't school. Okay. Okay. But that is a possibility everywhere. That is still a scary realization that might happen. That might happen everywhere, chat. That might happen everywhere. Anyway, moving on from that conversation. Oh my god, chat. Is that going to VAR? Is that good? Whew. What's it be 11 minutes of added time? I'm not saying. Like, I realised how that conversation was going, and I was watching something else. My bad. Oh no, I'm remembering him scoring against Liverpool. But this time we're 1 goal up, not. Honestly, I wish this season was his season. I think he's probably the best we got. I mean, okay, Voldemort, but I think he needs to like be given a real chance. He is insane. It's a shame he got injured. People think he left. People think he was out of favour, and I was like, no, he's injured. Guys, he's injured. He's injured. He'd be back. That is insane. Unfortunate by the goalkeeper there. He was flat-footed. I did see people on TikTok talking about, because I like a load of goalkeeper tweets, and I don't think unless you're a goalkeeper you won't understand like it can be right next to you, but sometimes things happen in the game, and for whatever reason you just flat-footed and you just don't dive. And people say, why didn't you just dive? Sometimes that is the case. And to be fair, if he had just dived there, he would have saved that. But unfortunately, I feel that was savable. It was a class finish, but that was savable. He just screwed it up, unfortunately. Okay, just hold it now, lads. Just hold it now, lads. There's no added time. Where's the added time? It's gonna be 5 minutes. Oh my god. Fair. I'm not complaining about that. I'm not complaining about that. I'm not complaining. I mean, I'm not complaining. It's the Dark Voyager! I was waiting for a second and that might have been Shadow. There's a storyline related skin and I thought, oh, it might be Shadow. Or it might be a stream sniper. Oh, Chad, how are we doing? Thanks for the 26 likes. Okay, did everyone land here? Am I in a custom? Oh, I mean, apart from the Dark Voyager. But okay, no, spoke too soon. Never mind. I'll take it back. I'm scared now. Oh. Ow. Oh no, I'm trash. I'm trash at this game. Chat, I'm sorry. Oh. I couldn't load into another game. Ah, fair. Fairs, chat. Fairs. Chat, these are 27 likes. I do appreciate it, chat. Alright, probably going to go for a quick break in a minute, chat. How long are we into the stream? An hour and 23 minutes. Nice. Very nice, chat. You guys are all old. I mean, they're not... what am I? Ancient? Actually, don't answer that one, chat. Don't answer that one, chat. Leave that one out. Custom suit. Oh, I did say... probably not tonight. Remind me tomorrow. Remind me tomorrow, chat. $34 in a couple of months. Is it a couple of months? But yeah, I guess so. Oops. Just hold it, hold it. Oh, you... 33 isn't old. I mean, it's not exactly young now, is it? Young at heart, no. Young at heart. Oh, love the random... What is happening here? What is happening here, chat? Alright. Going for a break. I'll be back in a minute, chat. I'm going to get a drink and I'll be back before you know it. penalty do you want to give? Holy! Oh, just let them score, why don't you? Just let them score. Let them walk it in. Oh, how much time? Whew. Anyway, GG's. Good game. GG's. GG's. Should be some point after the update tomorrow. He's got to go and get the third zero shard. Jay, is that green screen behind you? Can we just edit around him stuff? Yeah, I guess so. If you can, it's a bit. It's not lit well enough. You probably. Yeah, I mean, you could have done that anyway, but go ahead, I suppose. Oh, shame about that guy. Ain't getting his hair cut anytime soon. Almost fell off a ladder? Oh, I should be more careful. If someone won't even give you the decency of saying no, then they're a horrible human being. Havoc. I'm not playing with viewers at the moment. Where's Figgy anyway? He must be raging. He must be raging right about now. They gave us so much space now. Like you had one man up. Like what was happening there? But you get all the ladies. I get all the Pokemon cards. Gotta catch them all. Yeah, who needs? When you got Pokemon, who needs it? Fortnite, Pokemon. That's all you need. Town 7 map is rated big and cluttered. No, I think it's actually kind of fine. Oh no, yeah, it won't be lasting more than a chapter, more than a year. Sorry. Problem with these recent maps. They're kind of cooked from day one. So I got anime, Sonic, and Fortnite. That's all I need. Fair enough. Wait, what are we doing, chat? Chat, thanks for the 28 likes, 2 away from 30. Appreciate the support on the stream, chat. I need Sonic now? Maybe one day it will happen. It's not if, it's when. Who's that? I feel like I heard something, no? Bad news, I'm not in your game. Fairs? Fair enough. Right, we're making our way to whoever this person is. We're just gonna be an aggressive player. Oops. Right, there's 2 taken out. Any more? Oh. 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 Do you think the Big Bang rebooted not just the 0 point, but its mechanics? So the 7 don't know anything because their knowledge is useless now? What, like, nah. We know information prior to the Big Bang event. Why would it just have affected the 7? I'm not sure on that one. It doesn't really track with the rest of it. Why would it only be them and not the rest of everyone? Oh. Alright, cool. What the hell? Fair enough. Fair enough. Right, fully back in operation. Let's go and see what's going on. Is it at Humble? Oh no, in between. That way. Did I reload everything? No, I didn't. What the hell? Oh my god, what is happening with the builds there? Oh, these snipers, man. God, snipers have got to be hitting for more than 89. Oh, that's actually a good goal, actually. Jay, I'm going to have to go in a second because it's a school night. Yeah, no worries, man. Appreciate you stopping by in the first place. So, I'll tell you what to get in this next game, isn't it? Oh, so it's in the Man City game, Haaland, and they didn't get a penalty for this for a penalty, which arguably probably should have been a penalty, but didn't Haaland get a yellow card for a dive? No, no. Well, no, that's a stupid point of view. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Oh, hello. It should leave after tomorrow's update at some point. By the way, sorry, not in the past few streams that I've been revised and focused out. Oh, no worries, exams more important than a mrjayowhy stream. Holy. Who cares about my little streams? Yo, what in your experience is it harder waking up early for work or school? Depends if you hate your job or not. I mean, it's recency bias. I haven't been to school for years, but getting up for work can sometimes suck, I suppose. It's like anything in life, really. GG's! Oh. So I'll be honest, your streams are one of the things holding me together. Oh, thank you for that, Octane. And again, you know, I hope things improve for you. But I do appreciate the support. Oh yeah, it was Shadow. Beamed. Beamed. Oh yeah, just gameplay and stream should be probably like 10, 15 seconds maybe behind. Oh, he had a scar. And a gold sniper. Which probably still does like 2 damage, but fair. One of he's watching me now because he thinks I'm hacking. Like, bro, you were standing still with a massive glint on your AR. So, you know, you were very obvious. What? What happened there? One day they hopefully connect beyond and say the world's story. I mean, to some extent, we did have Dennis pop up at some point, didn't we? GG's, bro. Full planet? I mean, there's been some planets in the distance of other events. Oh, I'm on it. Still spectating me, by the way. Definitely raging, chat. Rage. Chat, thanks for the 28 likes, 2 away from 30. Appreciate all the support on the stream. Right, so... Anybody else? So I'm not sure what will happen when I go back to class. I think I will be fine. Again, I'll still carry this stuff. It's difficult, man. Things play on your mind quite a bit. It's very human nature to, you know, assess the situation and, I guess, keep assessing the situation. It's very hard to think about other things sometimes. A new update, the iceberg will appear. We believe so. In essence, that's been officially confirmed. And they announced the update, and it's like, things are about to get a whole lot cold with update 39... 50. Things are about to go chilly. Oh, this is a sniper chance. Oh, stop moving. Thank you. Where was he shooting at? Must have died. Must have died. Do you think the Fortnite status tweet meant the Foundation or the Ice King? Oh, okay, they did. Wait, they did tweet something. Okay, I was just joking. Did they actually tweet something like that? Oh, must be someone around. See, it's moments like this, these in games where I'm like, where do I put myself? Damn it. Oh, I just need to see a glimpse of something. What? What did that hit? What did that blank? Oh no! It's the Origin! I've picked the wrong guy to mess with! It's Flowberry fizzing. I shouldn't be collecting like that. Oops. Right, I did almost die then. We're not getting any more minis. Where did my minis go? Maybe I didn't have minis. I have no idea now. Right, I did see a medkit about 10 minutes ago. So. Have you played Spider-Man 2? Yes! Don't really remember what happened. It was a good few years ago. Guys, I'm almost done learning Paradise City on the guitar. Oh, cool. Good to hear, man. Oh. Right, I need minis. I got 8 kills this game. I'm doing alright. Okay, we can get some shields out of this, I suppose. With anomaly. Hide and seek. Oh, it's this zone. Great. Wait, what? What? What does that mean then? Oh, I think that means his guy must be... He must have portaled through, and that's why the NPC was gliding in. What the... Okay, well... That's great. Oh, are you joking me? I've hit the stupid Dark Voyager again. Me and Dark Voyager are gonna fall out big time in a minute. What happened to the guy who's running up behind me? It's one of the reasons I kind of got spooked. No? First one to see the video yesterday? Yeah, I think you were, man. W's. Hope Epic tells us when the Dark Voyager is going to rift out. Hopefully. I'm too good sometimes at this game. GG's, bro. It happens to all of us eventually. Never, ever try and 1v1 me in a sniper off. You're just going to lose, unfortunately. Oh, it's been fun. Right, more than that, just in case I need it. Alright, 7 remains. Okay, 6 remain. Come on, we've got to see one person running about at this stage. No, that's a wall, Jay. Everyone must be on the other side of the mountain. Please be Rift Palooza. No? Okay, well, never mind. I guess we just have to run into zone. Don't know if I'm going to make today's video a video, or today's stream part where we talked about stuff. I don't know if I'm going to make it a video. Okay, we've got a fight. To our left, to our right, sorry. Are these just thingies? Yeah, I don't really want that. As much as I don't really want it. I'd rather just get knocked and die, if I'm being honest, you know. That guy is still spectating me, by the way. Was it the NPC that shot me first? Is the NPC really gonna push me? Okay. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I've only hit in the right place. Where's this guy gone? Oh, we've got to push this guy, haven't we? Oh my god. No, it was a guy who I sniped out of nowhere. It was definitely thinking I'm hacking. I don't... What happened there? Maybe I am hacking. What happened there? Oh, what the hell? I just need to get down this hill bit and then I should have a bit more momentum. There we go. Oh, let's go up here first. Oh, here's their freeze. That's 2 people I just see in front of me. Sorry, who just shot me? I'm in trouble here. Oh my god, how are they just doing that? Can't believe I got like 10 kills in this game, but just no heals now. Oh my god. What's happening? Oh. No! Oh, just giving him the win. Well done. Do, 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 do. Right. Chat, thanks for the 29 likes. Do appreciate the support on the stream. Big W's. Producing off moisture. Oh yeah, we've struggling today, are we? Sorry to hear that, man. Oh, there's a cut. No. I'm gonna go. I've got work in the morning. See you next stream. No worries, Shadow. Thanks for joining us and stream sniping me. Appreciate it. With some sick combos, I suppose. All right, yeah, we're going to Bumpy Bay. Crazy name, by the way. Ooh, minis. And then some, oh, no. Oh, we didn't get any mushrooms or coconuts. Coconuts with a bit sick. 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 More minis, though. Is there no weapons in this house? Holy chat. Sick aim, chat. Some of the best in the game. Down, 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 down. Sting a little right now? Sorry to hear that, bro. Where's his chest? Ow. Alright, we found it. And it probably wasn't even worth it. I'll pop. Oh, my knee. Oh. Damn. I need a few days of rest for my knee. I've ran most days. Today was a good run, actually. If anyone cares about fitness, I suppose. Good little sprint jog intervals. Good bit of pace in the sprints as well. You should get merchandise. I do. I am sort of working through a couple of designs at the moment for other stuff. I don't really want to do a t-shirt because, you know, t-shirts are definitely at the stage I'm at, and you know, unless I, you know, I put some real money into it, but I'm not going to do any. What they call it, order to buy stuff, or what? Buy to something stuff. Buy to order, order to buy, or whatever. You essentially pick a design, and then once the order's placed, and they actually make it. But obviously, to get, you know, good quality stuff, you have to spend the money to, you know, get, like, you know, test things, order? No, not the order. Uh-oh. Did he rip? But yeah, you know, to get samples and get proper stuff, you need money. You need to talk to manufacturers and stuff. And but I have got something cool, but I don't know if it'll work. Cool design, a little upgrade on I guess the channel mascot to some degree. But, you know, I don't want to do morning shirts. Orange hat with your Lego on it. Well, with your logo on it. Why a hat? Jayowhy pin? Would you just buy a hat with my... See, that seems so, like, you know, I don't want to just buy, like, a blank t-shirt and stick a logo on it. It's got to be, you know... What, so it could be an orange hat so you all have ginger hair? Is that what you're going for now? I'm thinking of like a... we talked about this before, like a plushie or like a PVC toy, like, you know, some proper stuff. Obviously, that involves some proper investment. Like a minimum order, like of like 1,000 would cost me an arm. But then there's no worry for that. You know, it's like it will always be available. It was always like, it's not like t-shirts. I could lose its, you know, shrink in a wash and stuff like that. I want something cool that you can sort of say, oh, this is when I used to watch mrjayowhy. You know? I don't know. Oh, why don't I reload? Such an idiot. Ultimate, how tall is Jay? What? Why would he know? I'm pretty sure I'm 6'1". Or 6 foot. I have 9. That's cool. So I don't know what to say, but I need to talk to my therapist again. Cool. Make that appointment. I'm 6 foot at the moment. Have you not stopped growing? Damn. I'm probably got to a stage where I was going to start shrinking soon. Oh, he's being mean! Oh. Fair enough. Yeah, but... Anyway, back to the merchandise. I might try and get something off the ground in the next month or so. I don't know. I want it to be cool. I want it to be like a collectible. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I make it a YouTube like poll or something. Leon, how's it going? Alright, so I'll do that poll now. What merch would you what's the like the what do you call it? If so, I only get like 4 options, chat. Well, it depends. The voice comes down to what sort of mic you got. If it's a condenser or it's a thingy mic, a hot like a hot mic or something, whatever you call those. I spell clothing. That looks like clothing. It's got an E in it. Oh no, that is right. So what, like t-shirt, some form of clothing, right, chat? RJ, OG Classics. I just got a Nintendo £16 Nintendo Switch mic. See, some mics are developed to read like a high frequency and a low frequency. So sometimes it can sound different depending on what sort of mic you go through. Like when I listen to myself on my phone, like if I have an idea and I quickly get out my phone mic or recording voice memos, I sound completely different. And that's not because when you hear yourself, you sound no. I edit my own videos. I know what I sound like, but honestly, what I sound like on there to where on that mic sounds completely different. Chat, you meant to be giving me ideas for merch. So what else? T-shirt or some form of clothing. My idea, my one that I like is like a plushie, or PVC. What do you? Do I reckon I'm head off now? I need to sleep. My eyes hurt so much. No worries, Ethan. Thanks for being here. Do appreciate it, man. I hate hearing myself. You get used to it if you start doing content. Actually, you know what? Sometimes I think, oh. It's weird shit. Have got any more ideas for merch? Come on, chat. So, what I've got is t-shirts, any form of clothing, plushies, PVC figurines. Or actually, because it's a YouTube poll, I'm just going to actually put other comment. If we did some merch, what would you like to see? Ultimate, what's wrong? Why are you doing a sick face? What's happening? T-shirt with mod? No, that's... Leon, what talk? I just post it on YouTube. I post it on the thingy. Oh, what? On Discord you get more spots. You probably get more spots, don't you, on Discord? I'll put it in the announcement section. Get some ideas going. Pin it. It's just in the it's in the announcement section. Do you mean pin it or ping it? I don't know if it needs an immediate art. I'll ping it later. I don't really want to ping on the Discord like stuff like that, just in case it might annoy people. I don't know. Well, why do I care about merch? Just stream, Jay. What are we doing here? What are we doing here, Jay? What are we doing? Osasuda goal is insane. Honestly. Bro needs to play. It's definitely ahead of, what's his face? The Brentford lad, I can't remember his name. Maybe not Voltamator, but definitely ahead of him. It won't be me, Ultimate. I should have probably made that clear. It won't be me. It won't be me. It's just more of a... like a thing that would be connected to the chat. It wouldn't be me. Holy, it wouldn't be me. William... thanks for the sub, man. Appreciate it. I didn't realise how much that pipe moves. What's the deal there? What's the law implications of that? I've only been playing this game 8 years. Well, I never really noticed how much the pipe moves. Like the PVC figurines or plushies would be a whole different kettle of fish. That's a whole other idea, a whole different sort of universe or whatever you want to call it. That would be, but it would still be like, oh, cool. That's, you know. I just don't want to do what everyone else does. Oh, here's a T-shirt with a logo on it for 30 quid. These will obviously probably be a bit more expensive. But I feel like a T-shirt would just you either outgrow a T-shirt or you would. So you upped your thumbnail game? For live streams, definitely. I definitely made sure to, unless you're saying that sarcastically and it hasn't done a thumbnail for this stream, even though I have made one. Okay. We're talking about merch. I don't know if I want to reveal what I've been working on, but it's cool. It is cool. I've got to reveal it anyway because it's, you know, it's basically an upgraded Southfire. For those of you who don't know, that's one of the emojis on the channel, or used to be. Now I completely like redesigned it, but I've got 2 designs for it at the moment. I haven't. Did that player just walked in there? No. I haven't quite decided on the design yet. Epic Games logo looks good. I mean, to be fair, thumbnails just need to portray a story, and it does, you know. You know, I don't really have the skill to render, or I don't really, you know. Does anyone remember when I went through my arty phase on the channel? Oh, that would have been like last December. Or was it last December for Fortnite? Might have been December for Fortnite. Wait, what was? Oh. This era. What was I doing? What was I cooking up here? I don't know. I don't know what I was doing here. I went off the boil, I feel. I don't know. Bro has a George McFly laugh. What? April 1st type thumbnails? I have seen these before. I think they're goated. Why have you not seen them before? Hold on, I also did a... When we did a game of Mortal around the same time, did I release a video? Did you not see the Mortal Snow one? Did you not see this one? Is that not Mortal Snow? Is that... Let's just see someone. Oh, there's someone over there. Oh, let me just snipe their head off. Wait, how did that not hit? Oh, that seems balanced. Squad game. Not today, not so. Tomorrow probably I would do costumes or squads. No, not squads, not squads, not squads. As I said, maybe tomorrow for a new update. Talk about the update, whatever happens, happens, and then we will you know. I love update days. Yes, content. Obviously, more content than we normally have. But you know what? I can mostly find content myself. And other people are like, "Oh, I don't have content," but you know, I can find content. Yeah, I suppose so. I do love a update day. Yeah, makes me more money as well. uh, it's all good. I'm sorry. What the hell have I just seen here? Oh my god. So I've just seen a tweet. I'm obviously not going to show it on the stream, but I've just seen a tweet from the White House, and it's like, courtesy of the red, white, and blue, and then it precedes someone in Call of Duty calling in a what do you call it? A UVA or UAV, whatever it's called, and then proceeding to show the clips of actual what they're doing currently, and then doing the plus 100 for a confirmed kill. Crazy. What is 2026? The US thinks it's a game. It must do. By the way, I realised now I was absolutely love the customizable skins like the special night. Yeah, that's an under Unite skin, I think. I think that's pretty good. Which will be back out soon, obviously. If you want to buy it. Well, actually, there's no chance there, but who knows? Who knows, chat? We need more customizable skins in the Battle Pass. Onesies is great. Hopefully a hybrid is customizable too. So is that the tweet? OGs make their return to... Okay, is that, I saw someone say something like a minute ago and I didn't know what they were referring to. OG Classics make their return to Battle Royale. Oh, here's Scar's back in it. And that's why someone was saying, does it refer to the Ice King or the Foundation? I have no idea. Probably the Ice King. The Foundation will be next season, but yeah. I don't really know. I know the Scar's coming back. I mean, the Scar's already back, but you can only get it from the, you know. Other than that, how's your day? Is it pretty good? I'm just passing by. Have Leaker said the exact day the harvester leaves? Probably be known after the the update tomorrow. Then we should, you know, have more of a vision, I suppose. Alright, let's see how our poll's doing, chat. Oh. Posts. T-shirts or some form of clothing. 63%. Plushies 13%. Okay, I might hit that up on Discord now, actually. Feedback would be very much appreciated. Thank you. Full stop. Oh, do you need a comma there on appreciated? End of sentence. Appreciated. Appreciated. APIR. Right. Appreciated. It's appreciated you got 2 P's or 1 P. Or is it another American British scenario? Yeah, appreciated. 2 P's. Cool. Pardon, Ultimate. By the way, Jay, thanks for checking out our Rocket cinematic. Appreciate it, man. After your custom made it possible for us, our gratitude is internal. Any feedback on it? It's fine. It's pretty good. W's, yeah. I don't really know, in terms of like a YouTube perspective, how to get more watch time on that. It is what it is. Obviously, like live events like that are gonna struggle to get retention. That's not really what it's for. But it should be fine. It's fine. Everyone knows most of the fan base who aren't even storyline fans hate Hope because she is an OG. Yeah, that was so I don't know who said this in chat, but to protect their identity, I made a fake. Made a fake person up. Storyline fan 67. I'm so glad Fortnite is bringing back the original storyline. This is a comeback we've been waiting for. I don't think that's what they actually said. Someone said in the comments, like, why be a smart ass? I think you know what they were trying to say. I'm like, well, some people are obviously say, oh, it's good to see the 7 back, but some people do say about the original story, and that people hate the new story and new characters. When the point was, what I was saying is that Chapter 6 obviously had a lot of old story elements. The whole masks, the Fox Clan, the River Guard, and that why they were angry at each other. The whole conversation in Chapter 4, Season 2, revolved around the Fox Clan and the battle between them and the River Guard, and that was because of what, you know, the 1,000 Face shot made, and it was the masks with untapped spirit power that led to that. That's a continuation of a Chapter 1 thing to now, which obviously is a bit more involved than what's going on. Even though you've got the 7 characters, we're extending on that story. We're creating new things with the Dark Voyager and stuff. Even though they're old characters, the mask is much more of a prop that is finally getting its tie off. When this is that's not happening at the moment. I hope to get more development. Her peak was when she was brave enough to hit Doom in the face. I deleted the comment by mistake. Oops. Chat, thanks for the 31 likes. Do appreciate the support on the stream. No, I think probably just going to be another puppet in charge. Oh, if the Cube Queen or King dies, the last reality dies. No, they're not. They're a cube. They're the King of the Cubes and Queen of the Cubes, not the last reality. Like they're like I feel like the it's not kind of like, it's kind of like how you would see the Commonwealth and like Great Britain, you know, like as other countries associated with that, but obviously the last reality is the pinnacle, and then you have like different factions like the cubes, um, the Pluxarians, oh my god, what did we call the chapter 2 season 7 lot? I can't remember what we call them, but yeah. So the last reality is like the main face. Chapter 4. Yeah. Someone actually did say that in the comics, but me saying chapter 6 wasn't distant chapter. Someone said, I guess by that logic, chapter 5 was the only one that wasn't the original story, which I wouldn't have said that by that logic. Even season 4 continued Doctor Doom's storyline from Zero War, and that was the original story. So I guess we never left the original story. Of course we didn't. There is no original story. This is the story. Anything that happens within it is either branching off in that story or continuing it. I mean, even I guess you could argue Pandora's Box was like the first dip into the whole Zero Shard thing, because obviously after the whole Pandora's Box thing, Hope wanted to find similar powers, which then led her to the other Zero Shards. So don't we know what Pandora's Box was? Was it original bit of the 0 point? Obviously, that's also opened up the whole thing with her lineage. It seems like she's connected to Paphian in some way, and that could explain her powers or not. And Valera, which could always be rediscovered at a point further down the line. Like, I think it will tie into the whole Geno Ice King. I think that's where the connection will be from. And that you don't really in Fortnite have Greek gods and Norse gods, so I think they would just be like a what do you call it? Like an upper echelons of the Fortnite eco science thing. Like they're like just gods in Fortnite. But we have to wait and see. That might not be the case. It might be. Different type of aliens and the cube species are part of the Last Reality Army, so basically anyone can join. Yeah. It's a chimera. Oh. Yes. I mean, I haven't even explained the Order's disappearance. Like, so why do you leave it? What happened? The whole Chroman thing. I don't know. What? What is? Okay, now you know when we were talking about the whole what the White House tweeted out about Call of Duty. I've just seen the Israeli Defense Force tweet out nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday, and it was some remix of a song. What timeline are we in? Crazy times, Chet. Crazy times. It's hard to bring new things to a world when the old is unfinished. Maybe things that's why people weren't satisfied with hope or new stuff. Or 7 was just unceremoniously lots to offer. Yeah, but how do I say? I mean, my stance on it is it made sense. Get rid of the 7, and lost reality to world build what you need to do from that point. Like, people say, oh, they completely went left of field, but you track the story and it makes sense. Like, what would you have done to keep them in? There was no need. The best thing to do was to get them out of the story. But obviously, as you said, people don't see it as that. Like, it allows you to build up a longing for them as well, which is kind of cool. And to be fair, they're not really back at the moment anyway. The visitor is not our visitor. That's the only thing I'm kind of a bit of a sticking point. But in terms of like something unexplained questions, well, to a certain extent there is about their disappearance. But I feel like at the moment there's a lot of things that have happened that has led us to at least answering some questions. But yeah, there is still many questions, but there will always be. In a world where you have a literal omniverse of characters, there will always be questions. And the 7 will go again. The 7 are not here to stay. The 7 will go at some point, and they have to. I mean, they could probably introduce one of the other characters to... but see, that's why Hope and Jones are taking a back seat to introduce the Order and the Thing back. Which I said at the end of last season. I said, oh, these two will take a step back as being like the main protagonists, and someone else will take forward. So the same will happen again. We will get the 7 in, Last Reality, and then it depends if they want to how they conclude the Last Reality stuff and the 0 Point stuff. But eventually the 7 will go, and most things are on ceremoniously. Like, you know, endings are not perfect. Endings shouldn't be like a Hollywood ending, obviously, because most of them will, you know, just end. Not everyone gets a happy ending. And they need to rebuild things after Donald left. I think Chapter 3 storyline was rewritten. I guess we would never know that. And, I mean, I don't know if you saw the community video. Obviously, everyone likes to say that Chapter 3 should have been 10 seasons long. And most of Chapter 4 seasons should have been on that same map. But with all due respect, I don't know how they would have made that work. I think, like, the maps now are just too congested at the start. And it would have been awful. It would have lost its identity by Season 6. And it would have... I think... If people really think hard, I really think that was the right decision. I really do think that was the right decision to split that chapter up. If that wasn't the intention. Because I think that was the intention. I actually predicted in Season 2 that that chapter would only be 4 seasons long. Because something to do with the map name and the loading screen, funny enough, was getting... what was the reason? And then... There's something else that happened that season. I literally predicted it. I want them to at least not disappear again. Yeah. No, that if they leave, they should... Oh, we got somewhere else to be. But you can do it from here. And then have the ability to come back at any point. But sometimes you have to make it so they can't come back. Because then you always have... Oh, when they're coming back... So, even though I obviously used to say a lot of times, oh, the 7 are dead, and it's like, well, they're not. If you don't see a body, no one's dead. Yeah. But people used to always say, oh, the 7 are... But that's a good thing, because then, you know, there's never a chance of them coming back. Looking back now, it was a good choice to only have 4 seasons in Chapter 3 map. See, like, how would Zero Fusion have worked? Like, that's an important... Zero Fusion is very important, I think, to where we are now. It gave the 7 a chance after Chromin. Like, when would that have happened? Like, I think it would have been... I don't know. Like, it would have been a completely different story, yes. but I can't even like picture how that would have been like. People were just saying that it wasn't the same story because the Seven and the Last Reality were not in for a while, but Jonesy was still there talking about them. I mean, he did try hard to avoid talking about them, which, to be fair, the person would, wouldn't they? The one thing, so people said, "Oh, you're what was it? What did they say? I was being a smart ass." But I remember when people used to come in my chat and when I used to say, "Oh no, don't worry, guys, the Seven are coming back." And they are. That's how the story is. Zero Fusion was the last chance, the last roll of the dice to try and like keep the 0 point alive and to try and have another go, and that's what Sloan and Jones then carried on essentially. Because Paradigm didn't randomly just leave the box of what refined kinetic ore in between colliding landmasses for no reason. There was obviously a reason. The reason was that Riftgate, and then the reason was to try and find the Seven. Like Paradigm gave someone else a chance to do that, which fell to Amy, and then obviously Jones and then Sloan did. Like there was points to that. There's points to that. Well, essentially, what the person said is, I'll just turn off the page. But what the person said was, I was being, what was it? Smart ass, essentially. But I remember people coming in chat and saying, "No, Jay, Donald Mustard owns the Seven, and they took the Seven away with them." And I'm going, I want what you're smoking. Well, what are you saying? And most of them are artists as well. I'm going, you're going to have a harsh reality check when you go to work for a company. Don't give them your ideas. If you've got something that you want to keep for yourself, don't draw that, because they own it. They own it. You don't own the rights unless it's obviously pre-contracted, which then people would then try and argue, "Oh yeah, Donald Mustard had a contract with Shepard, not coming back." That used to be a thing, chat. I'm not lying. And maybe the person who said it is in chat today. I don't know. But people used to say that. I used to just go, I don't know if I can keep arguing at this point anymore. Yeah, you're right. Jones got more colder and he tried to obviously not talk about the whole Seven. I know this already known, but man, Chapter 3 smells of unused or postponed ideas or Midas teasers. Peace Syndicate. Statue Door. Peace Syndicate was obviously followed up, and you know that's kind of ended now in Chapter 6. If you obviously count, the Fox Clan and the whole River Guard scenario, with the whole reason why Vi said all the way back in Chapter 2 that Drift needs to be careful because whoever gave him that Fox Clan mask made him a target. But definitely in terms of like the Peace Syndicate, obviously X, that is still unanswered. Who's X? We all thought it was Midas. And it was obviously all the teasers of Midas on Chapter 5 map, and then obviously did come back. That kind of correlated. But I still don't get Jones and him being colder in terms of story, probably because Hope and the whole society thing. Well, the whole stealing Peely didn't put him on the straight path. And like you got to remember, Jones is a father, so Hope maybe have spouted some feelings that he hadn't touched on for a while, because obviously all his kids are presumed dead, and his grandkids. So Hope would have stirred some feelings that he probably hadn't felt for centuries. Oh, that's what I like to think anyway. Valera will come back. As I said, I think that could tie the whole Greek Paphian thing could tie into the whole Ice King thingy. But then that would see with the Greek gods, I don't think like for it to have an omniversal sort of tier lists of like high beings, they can't be multiversal counterparts. It will just get. I mean, it can be variants, but they're just not gods, I suppose. Because then it just gets messy. But I mean, there's the Ice King, and there's a variant of the Ice King, so that kind of makes that difficult in terms of that perspective, I suppose. Yeah, I never really considered how the whole multiple 7, the multiple Ice King kind of messes up some. There's a higher purpose, there's a higher tier. There can't be it. Well, there can be, but well, 7 won't change the name. The 7 or the 7, regardless of how many members at this point. They still call us loopers. They called us loopers in chapter 5 and 6. We got to remember that I'm sure there was like dialogue, like written dialogue that said loopers. But you got to remember about the whole, voice actors strikes. Like, every time when someone mentions, "Oh, it's great they're doing it," chapter 6 and chapter 5, I'm going, are you like forgetting some of the scenarios? Yeah, to some extent, I'm pretty sure they mentioned it. And they mentioned it. They might have mentioned it. 5, I'm a bit like iffy about, but 6 and 7 they have obviously mentioned loopers. Maybe I'm misremembering 5. I remember Simpsons season. No, there had been loopers before that. I think it was like the first season of season 1. Alright, chat. Well, I hate to end stream, but I need to get something to eat. But it has been a really good stream. I really enjoyed myself. Thanks for the 33 likes. And they did because in some quests they were wondering why some Doombots were acting like loop. Oh, yes. Yes. See, I remember. So it just hasn't been said in voice. And one of the reasons was voice actor strikes. So when people say, "Oh, it's good they're using voice actors again," and like that was an issue Epic had, and that should be like a downvote. Like they wasn't saying it like saying, "Oh well, I knew." Obviously, they always forget to add that detail when they're talking about things wrong with the storyline and and people not having voices. They did it, but they only made sure they did it limited because obviously some voice actors were at SAG and some wasn't. I mean, I think the Cube Queen is one of the top board directors on that thing, and she's sometimes the director. So it was definitely an issue to try and kind of. There was obviously, without going too much detail about the whole voice strikes and voice acting strikes, you could do it for some things, but you could do it for others. But yeah, that's not an issue anymore. Oh well, touch wood. But I know Fortnite got some that way they could do it and couldn't. But yeah, so hopefully we keep moving. Anyway, chat. Yeah, a lot of inconvenience happened during chapter 4 and 5, and that people not giving this second era post chapter 3 a chance. 5 and 6 gave me back hope, but now 7 is peak back then. Yeah, I mean, it was always going in this direction. I chat, I was saying it. I tried to never bring up the 7 as much as I used to, because obviously it gets people excited, but I think I said it. I think I need to look back at some of my older videos. I'm sure I was like, yeah, I don't see this, like, people say, "Oh, 7 coming back in chapter 5," and I'm like, I don't really see it. Maybe another couple of years. Like the story narrative they're going in, I don't think they needed 7. But maybe I should talk about the 7 leaving again, because people, I feel like, and that's why I did the video. Obviously, that's why. Sorry, that the short that obviously people commented on. That's why I took. That's from the Ice King video, from my newest video, and the reason I kind of did that was because there is this really weird discrepancy between what the community says about the new story and the old story. I do hate when people say. But that's what people say, and there is a section of the community that is somehow still thinks that Fortnite have they have upped the gear, but gone in a complete different direction and just left everything in Chapter 6 alone. But we're here because of the events of Chapter 6 and 5. But the Pandora's box was said to be connected to something more powerful and something scattered, and that's why Hope left that reality to go and find the Zero Shard, which was, on the Chapter 6 map, which brought the power back to Onoshima. It's connected. They haven't just, there might be changes here and there occasionally when they say, oh, you know what, I'm going to take it in a different direction now because I don't. But it just annoys me at the disassociation. Bringing them back was always a possibility. Concept art. Oh no, I did a video on that. Yeah, when that became relevant, I remember talking about that on the video. I was like, oh, it was obvious. I think I said in the original video, not the one that obviously it was obvious that was it, but in the original video I was like, oh, and they probably changed their mind because they don't want to, or they probably. It was a teaser, but it was too far to do. Like, imagine they did have left the audio imagined, and that would have made people flip if they had to wait 2 years for it. So maybe that's why they went, maybe we should not do it. Because it was like 2 years ago that, obviously the original thumbnail dropped, but it was about a year and a half ago when the concept of it dropped. I should be able to find a thumbnail because it's the obvious. It's just that loading screen. So I'm looking for a white background thumbnail. It shouldn't be hard to find. Actually, when did this drop? Oh, okay, maybe. No, wouldn't have been there. I'm gone back to chapter 4. I have re-in about concept art with this lone screen, the burning ambition being the final version of what was added to the game. This is a lone screen that was done by an artist called Chris Brunner. This was tweeted out by Retro. This is one we got in game which gives us a clear insight into Blair's plans and her driving force at the time, her burning ambition. And the tagline of this lone screen is not just power. I intend to know everything. As you can see here, has 0 point Jonesy, the 0 point again. I believe this video bonkers back in chapter 1, chapter 2, and we have Pandora's box. Something to consider as we now know that the bonker actually in game near Grand Glacier. So I guess it could always been that, but it wasn't always at the time. So. Well, even Jonesy being in the loading screen next to 0 point also had the intentions of it, even without the Ordinary Foundations. It's clear that even was what they were going for. The could be very different to what we got in game. By the addition of 2 members of the 7, the Foundation, and the Order. We also have 2 images of the 0 point, Jonesy first Pandora's box, and again the IO bonkers in chapter 1, chapter 2. Well, no, see what this is actually more of a fence. Let's talk about the Order and the Foundation. 2 members of the 7. I guess this was the lone screen and how it was a game would have hinted towards a possible return in the future. Of course, that's still could be on the cards, but it's the 2 members of the 7 that didn't get chromed in chapter 4, season 4, or in the trailer anyway. Of course, through challenges, it seemed like they got chromed as well, but some people just like to refer to the trailer. Make that what you will. People still doubt if Fortnite cares about the story. And I think this chapter has been really good in keeping Pandora's box a plot device through the entirety of this chapter so far, and it hasn't been done since, well, the 0 point. And since it is featured in the screens, it could be making a return. I mean, Jones did mention it this week in challenges too. Getting something like this is a real cool and interesting insight. For me, it proves that Chris was instructed to use certain things from a law or art Bible, since all the images now used seem like default guidelines, like PNGs, and as well as the 7 logo is also included in this bit. So we have 2, I think 7 logos, maybe possible third. Oh, yeah, it was also the books. It seems like obviously he was instructed by a artillery to mention or to add or to draw these things in. I don't see like an artist just go and Google and go, oh, the Foundation and the Order in this. I'm sure there was something behind the reason for him doing that. But since it was never in the final logo, I guess we probably never know. It's always possible to send a return, but maybe that's still some way off. The cool thing is the addition of her code name, which is Madam. Still some way off, and that's what I was kind of saying. That's why I left it. Which I don't think is added in the concept art, since it was obviously done afterwards, added by another team member. I don't see any moss here, but the moss were added. I guess it's also wallpaper, which could have been done by another concept artist, and it was added together at a later date. Wait, was it CM moss? No, it definitely seemed like that was added at a later date. In the final product, you do see Pandora's box here, but it doesn't actually like the outline of the 0 here, so all very interesting enough. Oh yeah, I forgot about that as well. The actual the actual thing still had the outline is 0 point in that Pandora's box. But the little interesting fact is that he doesn't just have the date, he has the time, 24th October 2023 at 1:27 p.m. And from this concept, I think you can see things being altered. You look here, switch books and shades. The shades in the concept do look different than what we've got in game, and maybe the issue with the books is the 7 logo. Or no, the interesting use of calling the skin Madden Moth. It seems like the concept artists never went down a Madden web store inspiration, unless the whole thing's a coincidence. Something I do just want to add is I don't want people to get confused with Valaire's loading screen concept and Valaire herself. This is not a concept art for Valaire. Just to point out, I happen to look at this again, and this is a layout. It seems like whatever put on the screen are very interchangeable, because the concept art had a different layout, which you would have anyway. So it doesn't mean that Fortnite still cares about the 7, but doesn't mean they will return. Let me know in the comments, do you think they're going to return in chapter 5, or do you think the 7 will return in chapter 6? Or not at all, they're done, they're scrapped, they're never coming back. Let me know what you think. Anyway, has been enquiries. You can even how I'm talking now, I had no intention of trying to like use this as a thing. Like coming back, I think that's why they were removed at the time, because Fortnite went, and they're still a way off at the moment, so he probably shouldn't be teasing them in this loading screen. But it was definitely the intention to tease them. But I can see that's why they dropped it. But most of the things I said there was spot on, though. If you could even hear what I was saying, because I had that sped up.
Really interesting video today talking about concept art with this loading screen, the burning ambition being the final version of what was added to the game. This is a loading screen that was done by an artist called Chris Brunner. This was tweeted out by Retro. This is the one we got in games, gives us a clear insight into Valaire's plans and her driving force at the time, her burning ambition. And the tagline of this loading screen is not just power. I intend to know everything. As you can see here, has 0 point. Jonesy, the 0 point again. I believe this video I bunkers back in chapter 1, chapter 2, and we have Pandora's box. Something to consider as we now know, the bunker actually in game near Grand Glacier. So I guess it could have always been that, but it wasn't always at the time, so who knows? The concept art did reveal that it could be very different to what we got in game. By the addition of 2 members of the 7, the Foundation and the Order. We also have 2 images of the 0 point, Jonesy, Jonesy's first Pandora's box, and again the IO bunkers in chapter 1, chapter 2. But no, see what this is actually more defense. Let's talk about the Order and the Foundation. 2 members of the 7. I guess this was the loading screen and how it was in game would have hinted towards a possible return in the future. Of course, that's still could be on cards, but it's the 2 members of the 7 that didn't get chromed in chapter 4, season 4, or in the trailer anyway. Of course, through challenges, it seemed like they reminiscent of chrome as well, but some people just like to refer to the trailer. Make it out what you will. People still doubt if Fortnite cares about the story. I think this chapter has been re-good in keeping Pandora's box a plot device through the entirety of this chapter so far, and it hasn't been done since, well, the 0 point. And since it is featured in the screens, it could be making a return. I mean, Jones did mention it this week in challenges too. Getting something like this is a real cool and interesting.
Yeah, but that's what no one mentioned this, but so I thought they had different things here, and this was a trace bottom. So basically, essentially what they probably did was they had multiple things that we don't even see here. So that it could this blue background could just be switched over. So this is an overlay, in my opinion, and they would just switch in and out the 0 point and the Foundation, the Order, easier by the looks of what's happening here. So you got the blue, and then they just overlay. That's why there's obviously these images here to overlay onto the. Anyway, doesn't care anymore, obviously. But that's what I'm saying. They always had intention. Like the story, what's happening now isn't just random. It looks like that was always the intention of getting the 0 point back together, introducing Pandora's box as a similar power source. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the point. What I said back then. And then obviously when it was confirmed that the Order was coming back in Foundation, we revisited this, and then we talked about, yeah, that was probably hinting to the fact they would have used this to tease the Order and the Foundation coming back, but it would have been far too early. And that, obviously, where is it? Like, what you don't see here is that actually all the books are 7. That she's learning everything about the 7. It was always the intention. Like, they just never not intended to go back on it. That's why when people say, "Oh, it's a new story," they've changed their mind halfway, and they never did. They just obviously. I still think the storyline's quite loose, but they do have an outline of an idea. But they just choose, okay, we're going this direction. Or if someone goes around and says, "Oh, we know what, we could do this instead," and it's like, okay, they then plan what else they got to do along the lines. It's like, well, we could still do that, but we can do this and then work back into this. So it's a bit more of a floating sort of situation rather than it's actually being like rigid. That's what I think anyway. Alright, chat, let me know what you think. Oh, that's what I think. That's what I thought at the time anyway. And I think I turned out to be correct. Or someone might call me a smart ass. But anyway, chat, that's probably, anyway, I said I was leaving. I need to go and cook myself something to eat. Or maybe just some toast. But guys, it's been a great stream. The item shop would have probably just reset now. Yeah. F1 Racer bundles? Fair enough. DC, Bloodsport, Batman's there. Fortnite drops. Midas thingy, whatever this guy is leaving. Oh, these are leaving today. Chat. Chat. I got Ice King, Avengers Time Soft Battle Ready. Toxin Fusions in here. Interesting. And this guy. Just kind of thingy sets, aren't they? Interesting, actually. I didn't realise that. There's a load of jam tracks, so code Mr. Joy if anyone buys anything. But guys, it has been a great stream. Epic in Trouble. I'll probably make that video. We talk about that later in the stream. About the whole 10 cents and 10 cents being a Chinese company. That should be out. I'll make that video at some point. But guys, thanks for being here. Until next time, it has been your boy, Mr.